It is a pleasure to see you again on my CryptoQ Media channel. An early XRP investor named CryptoBitlord has remessaged us with a warning that you shouldn't assume you're ready to deal with something completely new just because it's unprecedented. For the first time ever, both large financial institutions and individual investors are putting money into the cryptocurrency market. To start, there are ETFs that invest in cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Additional Solana and XRP funds will soon follow suit. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are thus in high demand from institutional investors, and private investors are gearing up to join the market. Hyperinflation isn't the only problem, there are also trillions of dollars just lying around. Currency notes are being produced. Everything in the last several months and in the last few films has pointed to the notion that this is going to be the biggest bull run ever. All signs point to the bull run having officially begun. Over the past several days, we've seen Bitcoin's price linger around 60,000, Ethereum's pricing at 2,415, and XRP's price at 59 cents, an increase of 3%. It is encouraging that XRP has been growing over the past week, and it is even more promising that it is continuing to rise today. But hear me out, folks, this is all just noise, a little price movement, the God candle for XRP will emerge eventually. Overnight, the value of XRP surged. What we received from Mr. Poole in 2020 720 was to be cheerful and prepared for tomorrow by smiling. Also, we have new information from XRP insiders. Here is the paperwork that was submitted yesterday, on September 13th. We have access to a picture of lush candles. Soar to new heights, the candle is becoming larger and brighter in God's perfect timing. Is this tweet a precursor to flip the switch moments in XRP's price, or will it keep going up like this? According to David, XRP's value will skyrocket in the next 24 hours, with a large green candle resembling the 100% increase in one candle following XRP's classification as a non-security. However, this time, it will be significantly larger. This wonderful candle, nevertheless, must be triggered by some means. Formally, it will be the announcement that the SEC is ceasing operations, but it might be anything else entirely. It was a massive purchase, but we now have 18,300 Bitcoin, or 1.11 billion, in MicroStrategies. As previously mentioned, the markets will continue to rise as additional liquidity enters the market from firms purchasing as well. Even if a black swan event is still conceivable, we are still very bullish, and next week appears to be just as bullish. Remember that the sky's the limit. Here comes Justin. Currently, all we have is Western backing, but President Putin has threatened direct military conflict between Russia and NATO if Ukraine uses long-range Western weapons to launch attacks within Russia. It appears that Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, fully supports Ukraine's intention to launch a missile attack on Russian territory from a distance. Russia and Ukraine can't afford for Ukraine to lose this conflict. Listen up, folks, this came from Trudeau, who is downright dim-witted compared to any politician our generation has ever seen. Trudeau is just a puppet who blindly obeys his masters, and that's all there is to it, folks. People aren't this naive, even among Democrats. Someone is controlling them all. Finally, Prime Minister Keir Starmer of the United Kingdom has spoken out in favor of Ukraine's employment of long-range missiles to strike Russian targets. Consequently, a worldwide conflict could erupt, leading to a precipitous decline in the markets known as a black swan event. Everyone, be on the lookout for this event. World War III could break out between Russia and Ukraine as the White House finalizes plans, including where places inside Russia Ukraine can strike. David Schwartz is another expert who has spoken up. Unfortunately, not only do the American people and the current administration want this to occur, but they are actively working to make it happen. On peace? The answer is no, we'd rather not. The Third World War, the murder of 3 unarmed civilians, the economic collapse, and the subsequent inflation caused by more money printing. As an aside, the market has benefited from wars in the past. This is all just a ruse to bring about the Great Reset, as every cycle every 100 years ends in a war to implement the new system. Furthermore, the markets will see a meteoric rise as a result of the massive issuance of money. Russia has a plethora of countermeasures available to them. We need to know why the US is getting involved now. Just when were they thinking about taking this risk? What the HCK is happening even without a contractual relationship. Ukraine is not a key interest, and Biden has warned that this would start World War III. But if David Schwartz offers us a fascinating viewpoint, we can make it into WW3. If a non-nuclear country wants to prevent a nuclear war, it must always give in whenever a nuclear power tries to acquire territory from it. Like the United States is involved in the fight in Ukraine as a result of its clandestine control over the country, non-nuclear nations will learn that they must develop nuclear weapons or face the prospect of becoming pawns in nuclear confrontations. Our ability to make a difference will be diminished as long as nuclear countries maintain their practice of resource extraction from non-nuclear states. When it comes down to it, no country wants to be subjugated. The present crisis in Ukraine is an inevitable consequence of our passivity over Crimea, which prevented us from doing more to avert a Third World War. Putin knows this now. So, what do you think of this? David Schwartz has provided the following suggestions. You are all aware that he is a part of the 1%, so, everything that is happening could be because of that. Do we not treat Putin with the dignity he merits? We are quite grateful for the viewer's presence here. Subscribing to my channel is a great way to show your support. Farewell for now. I will see you later.